So, Nicky, I'm here today in Wales, in Cardiff. I'm so excited because we're in nickybright.com. We're in Nicky Bright Lifestyle and Interiors, and I love it. And I met you not so long ago, but long ago enough to be on this fabulous journey with you. And I am so proud of you. Look what has manifested. Amazing.
It's amazing. And can you believe from our very first conversation, which was very tearful at the time, but I had all these ideas and you sat there and you were on the Zoom, it was lockdown in COVID and we couldn't really meet up. And I just said, look, I just want to save my property and I've got all these ideas and I know I can do this. I just don't know how I can start it off and what I need to do because I need some help with branding and website.
I remember how heartbroken you were. And I remember just looking at you and you would hardly look at me even talk. And I was thinking, okay. But I just saw this beaming light in you and this beautiful woman. And you'd had a lot of adversity. You had this, been married for 25 years.
That's right, yes.
And then it went wrong.
It went wrong overnight. No time to plan or prepare. And my life changed. And look at me now.
Look at you now.
You know?
Well, I always say in branding and in business creation and film production, it's all about storytelling. But to tell a good story, you need to go as deep or as high as you have been. And I have had my own heartbreak and overnight dramas that I thought I was going to die at the time. That was so humiliating and heartbreaking. So those experiences that you were having, I could really feel, and I just don't think that was fair for any beautiful woman to have to experience those things. So I literally rolled up my sleeves and we started. Well, the first thing, I had to rebirth you, so I gave you a new name.
Do you remember the name I chose in the beginning?
I don't remember. What did you?
Stay Wales.
Oh, I do remember. But
Yeah.
I forgot it.
Yeah.
I think that was good to forget that and replace
and I
it with Nicky Bright.
I thought it was great. I was so excited when I came up with that idea, Stay Wales. And then you just said, no, that's too local. It's just Wales. You're bigger than that and you're going to be bigger than that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
So
I did
that was
say
completely ditched. And then
Yeah.
you came back with Nicky Bright Holidays. And I remember thinking, looking at the logo and thinking colours. I'm not really a blue person. And then I kind of went through this whole journey of what you created. And when I saw it and you pressed play, I was like, oh my God, I'm blown away. I love it. That's me.
Well, do you know the bit that I was really nervous of? Because it's quite a bold thing to tell somebody that their name isn't their name and they're Nicky Bright. And I was really nervous about what your family was going to say, especially your mum. Can you imagine? I'm sorry, I've renamed your daughter. She's Nicky Bright now. But I was so happy because I actually met your mum once on Zoom and she was so lovely and so supportive of you.
Oh, they love the
and
name.
so supportive of what we've done. That was amazing. I loved it. So Nicky Bright is here.
And when I changed my name, I think I had so many messages saying, who's Nicky Bright? And my children said, I couldn't find you, Mum, on Facebook. Where are you? And they said, everyone's told me you've changed your name. And I went, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Well, you know what? I don't think you actually changed your name. I think what I know, it's not a thought, it's a real deep knowing. You and Nicky Bright all your life.
Yes.
And I think that's the thing, the power of branding.
Yeah.
It's actually being able to see and to be able to see people.
Yeah.
So,
because everything I'm doing today was there. It was everything I wanted when I was in my younger self.
Yeah.
There were all the ambitions, all the success I wanted, everything that I wanted to achieve in life was there. And it got paused because I became a wife and a mother.
yeah.
And I looked after the home and everything stopped. So once the divorce happened, I now go from a family environment, it's just me again. So what I do is now I pick up where I left off and I start it all over again.
And that's the thing with being a woman, you go through a few lifetimes within your womanness. It's just like, yes, you have your lifetime of being a child, teenager, young woman, then you become a mother or maybe a wife or whichever way around people want to do it these days. But I think when you have children, well, my experience was is actually when the child comes out of you, that somehow you're gone or you're absorbed in this being, and it takes a while to get yourself back, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good for all women to think about and to be inspired about who they are.
And remember, for me, it happened as I'm approaching my 50s.
Yeah.
I'm just about to come to being age 50 and my life is turned upside down. So for women to be able to see, yes, you can do this. Yes, you have the power in you to do it. You just got to find what it is you love doing, find your passion and go with it. And then, you know, getting the right people around you and being in the right circles, which was, when I think of the opportunity, when I first met yourself and Stevie, we were up north of England, weren't we? When it happened on that day, I can't believe I was drawn to drive all the way up and book an Airbnb to watch it. And even now I think to myself, I've never done that ever in my life. But if it wasn't through that crossing on that day, we wouldn't be here right now. It just would not have happened. And that's a 1 in a million, I think.
Yeah, well, I remember that. I was actually doing a tour with my life partner and actually one of my brands. Although he had his own brand before I met him, but you know, we had to put some fairy dust, some magic on the brand to steer it in the right direction and to explode it. But I remember we were on the tour and it was, I was on stage.
Was it Nottingham?
It was Derby.
Oh, yes,
I remember,
it was, yes.
I remember it well. Yeah. And I was on the stage and I was introducing the guys on the stage, and then in between, in the interval, I remember seeing Nicky and her friend, and I remember going up to her and saying, "Hello, ladies. Nice to see you.
What are you here
for?
What
are you here for?" And then I remember Nicky
hundreds of miles we've driven from Cardiff.
And then I remember Nicky saying, "Oh, this is so inspiring, and you know what? I've just had this, and you know," and I kind of listened to her story, but I didn't even imagine that a few weeks later, you know, COVID hit and we started work, and I started to work with Nicky, drawing out her wonderful brand and actually putting her in touch with her essence again, which she has in abundance. So what is next, Nicky Bright?
So next for me is, I've already outgrown this and we haven't even opened yet. I already can feel that I'm going to be going into bigger premises, hopefully city centre, nice big retail shop. And yeah, I've got lots of ideas and things now for the future that I'm really excited about. And it's about growth and taking the brand now further, finding other products now that I can put my own brand on that I really love, that I know that customers and people will love as well. So that's something I'm really excited about exploring.
Well, what I'm excited about for you is that actually this is a fantastic studio that you are going to do so much from, but it's like a beautiful emporium of a flavour, just a little flavour of what you are and what you do, and people can come make an appointment with Nicky and come and meet her here, and you're going to change this space all the time. I can just see it. But no, you are going to do great things, and also we've got you in TV production, so we've got you set for your own TV show, which I'm so excited about, and on. And the thing is, it's about actually finding your dream team, isn't it? Find people who are there for you, and also one of my favourite things about you, which are many, is you are such a hard worker. And also, like, if when we do a branding session, or I come up with a strategy, or I show you a vision that aligns with your vision and with what you are and what you want to do, you absolutely go for it. You know, you really work hard, you do the work, and that's necessary, because if you want a wonderful business and a wonderful brand, it doesn't just happen, does it?
No, you have to put the work in. Funny enough, my son had said this to me yesterday. I've never known anyone, Mum, who closes up shop, leaves, and on their way home, they've got another 3 or 4 chores to do. And I'm picking things up from, say, this B&Q or a supermarket, or I'm doing something on my way home. So by the time I go home, I've done another 4 jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just important to know that all I'm doing is I'm clearing tomorrow's workload, because I'm cleaning it up tonight. And it's not work for me. They're just things I need to do. And it frees up my day for me the next day.
Yeah, but you are very focused and organised, and the things go on. So see what I do on my phone number, where my special clients have. Not everybody has that number, but I'm open 24/7. And I say to my family, "Do you know I'm open 24/7?" And they say, "What?" And I go, "Yes, I am." And my clients, and you too, you know, you can always dump a message on there. I've got some hilarious messages from Nicky. Some of them are like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited," and some of them are, "I can't believe it, this didn't come, and what happened," and all of this. And it's just lovely to be able to have that 24/7 kind of contact, and knowing that you can meet in a sacred space to keep all the work going, isn't it?
Well, quite often I will wake up at the 3 a.m. zone, and I will message you. I don't expect you to reply, obviously, but I do. I just send people, I'm awake, I'm working, and I'm just doing my thing. If you don't want to reply until tomorrow, that's no problem. But quite often I'm sending voice messages, videos, images, and I'm always sending things through the night. Or I'll wake up and think, oh my gosh, I need to tell Daphne about that. It's a good idea.
Yeah, well, I like that personally, and also too, I also love to see that, because also then when I'm working so hard and on your stuff, and it's not like working hard, it's working intensely and working in a very focused way, in a driven way. And then there's some days I'll be totally like 36 hours immersion into Nicky Bright, and then maybe nothing for 3 weeks because you don't need that or whatever. But it's so lovely to see, oh yeah, Nicky's up at 6. Oh, and you know that I'm up early too, so you know you're gonna
We had a Zoom one morning, was it 6 o'clock, when I messaged you and you went, right, let's do it right now. And there we were, 6 a.m, I'm still in bed, lying there, having a Zoom call with you at 6 o'clock in the morning.
But that's how you get things done. Oh, well, you know what, everybody out there, thank you for listening to our candid conversation and a little insight to Nicky and Daphne's journey together. I too was a design and builder as I was bringing up my children in Germany, and I did a lot of interior design, fit out right across Europe, and also had soft furnishing manufacture. So I love supporting Nicky into what she does because it's such a wonderful thing to do. I don't do that stuff now, I do branding, but you know, once that interior bug is in your veins, it's very hard to get out, not that I ever would to. But my vision for Nicky is that she's have her own TV show, and that she's inspiring you out there, all you wonderful people, inspiring you to get to know her, to follow her, and also to keep in touch, hire her too, because she's amazing. She really puts heart and soul into what she does. So congratulations again, Nicky.
Thank you, Daphne. Thank you.